going to make something a little bit unusual, but I really hope you like it. I definitely love it. And it's a sweet chocolate hummus. So for those of you who are hummus lovers, if you haven't tried a sweet hummus, you've really got to try this recipe. The first thing we're going to need is, of course, chickpeas. They've been rinsed and drained. They came out of a glass jar. I prefer chickpeas from a glass jar when I make hummus rather than the cans or the tins, because I find the skin is a little bit softer, so it makes for a much nicer, creamier hummus, especially if you're making the sweet one. So that's going straight into our bowl. The next thing we're going to need is some water. So it's 4 tablespoons of water. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. The next thing we're adding is tahini. So tahini is the tahini paste that we would normally add to a regular hummus with garlic, etc., to a savoury hummus. We're going to add it also to our chocolate one. Now, some people prefer to add peanut butter or almond butter. That's absolutely fine, to be fair. Feel free to experiment, because this is what cooking's all about. Experimenting, finding different flavours. There we go. So that's our 3 teaspoons. There we go, of tahini. So that's going over there. The next ingredient is some maple syrup. Obviously we want to give it the sweetness. So 3 to 4 tablespoons. It really depends on your taste buds, how sweet you like things. I'm gonna add 3, but if you feel you like it a little bit sweeter, add 4. So that's our 3 tablespoons going in there. The next thing we're gonna add is a little bit of maple syrup. Sorry, not maple syrup, vanilla. We've added the maple syrup already. So vanilla, we're going to add a teaspoon. There we go. So that's a teaspoon of vanilla there. Pop that to one side to keep it clean. And then, of course, we need some cacao powder. Now, we need 100 grams of cacao powder. So I'm going to pop the scales on. As you can see, we're making this recipe manually. We're not using a recipe. And it's so easy to use. If you have a recipe, remember this is just a food processor and you can easily use it by your time and your speed. So we're going to weigh in 100 grams in the room. And then the very last ingredient we're going to add is a pinch of salt. Anything sweet is enhanced by a pinch of salt, isn't it? So that's it. Let's pop the lid on, okay? And we're going to put 15 seconds at speed 8. Okay, let's have a look and see. We're probably going to need to scrape the sides and put it on again. Absolutely. Let's scrape the sides. I just want to show you what it looks like. It's quite tough today, so I'm going to add a little bit more of the water. We don't want it to be too thick per se. So just remember, you are very welcome to keep an eye on the consistency and make it to your own desire. You could add some milk or plant-based milk. Let's try this again. So we're going to pop it on for another 15 minutes at speed 8. Lovely. Let's have a look. It's not the chocolate already. That's it. There we go. Here we go. Let's have a look. Let me show you. And this is what it looks like. Yummy. Now let's put some on our serving bowl. Remember that if you like a thinner consistency or a thicker consistency, it's entirely up to you. Just pop it back on again, whiz it up until you're happy. Some people might like it really thin, some people might like it thicker. But this for me is a beautiful consistency. Just want to make it look pretty. So we're going to pop it on a serving bowl, like so. I'm going to add a tiny bit of salt on top. I'm also going to add a little bit of maple syrup, like that. And then the finishing touch is a tiny bit of cacao. Not too much. I'm going to make this go wrong, aren't I? There we go. Let's give it a nice little powdering of cacao. And this, ladies and gents, is how quick and easy it is to make chocolate hummus. How do you make chocolate hummus? You can spread it on bread, on toast. You can spread it on strawberries, like dip strawberries in it. You can drip pretzels in it. You can literally, bananas, you can use it as anything that you want. So dipping or spreading anywhere. But trust me, once you make this, you will be blown away with this super healthy snack dessert, whichever way you want to use it. I hope you make it. If you do, please let me know in the comments, post some photos, let me know if you like it or not. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you on the next one.